welcome back to KB Wrestling, or you could call me Kyle. I'm with Tooth Lucy and BCS, Cat Savage, and Mystia, little guppy right there.
Hello.
This is our NXT results and review because I'm doing it now because we watched it late last night because I had the work before I watched it. But tonight's Money in the Bank, so expect it maybe a little bit after or tomorrow again. But we'll start with the first match, and that was the NXT Tag Team Championship match, Undisputed Era, with Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong. Bobby Fish is still out with injury. They defended against Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch. Great match. There's one spot where Oney Lorcan was on top of the turnbuckle, and I think it was Roderick Strong who pushed him off. He landed on the apron first, which is like the hardest part of the ring, then fell to the ground, and he still got back up a few minutes later in the match. That was epic, and all in all, it was a great match. And Undisputed Era, Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong retained the NXT Tag Team Championships and are still the NXT Tag Team Champions. And I think the next match was Velveteen Dream and Ricochet. Great match back and forth. Both men. Ricochet is really athletic, but even Velveteen Dream dressed as Hulk Hogan, brother.
I was gonna say you mean Hulk Hogan versus
Yeah. He was Hulk Hogan up and everything. He was doing the flexing, the 24-inch pythons, the air thing, and everything. And they were both athletic as hell. They were both doing flips. Velveteen Dream kind of just... Also, Ricochet stole Velveteen Dream's finisher 2 times. He did that like attitude adjustment type thing, and then the elbow drop he does. And but Velveteen went for a jump and he completely missed because he's not as athletic as Ricochet. And then Ricochet hit his finish and got the win. But it was a all in all great match. Then I think after that it was Shayna Baszler versus Nikki Cross for the NXT Women's Championship. Shayna Baszler won, but it's kind of weird because Nikki Cross is a masochist. A masochist is someone who likes pain, and when Shayna Baszler put Nikki Cross in the cocaine and clutch, there's a joke we had last night that Nikki Cross was like the female Dean Ambrose, and Shayna Baszler was a female Samoa Joe, and after she put her in the cocaine and clutch, we're like, yep, it's Samoa Joe confirmed. But
it's Dean Ambrose versus Samoa Joe.
But Shayna won because she put her in the cocaine and clutch, and she smiled because she's a masochist and liked the pain, and she passed out. So the ref called off the match, and Shayna Baszler retained the NXT Women's Championship. After that, it was the NXT Championship match, Lars Sullivan versus Aleister Black. Aleister Black hit Lars Sullivan a few times with the black mass, but it completely didn't faze him at all. And Lars Sullivan actually hit flying headbutts off the top rope onto Aleister Black, and it was a back and forth match. He caught Aleister Black in midair a few times because he's a powerful guy, and but in the end, Aleister Black won with a black mass. 1 to get him down to his knees, and then like 2 more while he was on his knees to make him fall over and get the 1, 2, 3.
Very bad botch.
Oh, there was a botch, but even in the botch, it was still a very good match. I would rate like all these matches 4 stars or above. But I'm not Dave Meltzer, so. But the final match after that was again Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa, number 2. This is their second time in a row main eventing an NXT Takeover. Good for them. It was a great match. A long match. It was very long.
Yeah.
And that's what she said. But it was a decent amount of time. It was so extreme as a Chicago street fight. And shout out to our boy Johnny Wrestling again, because the last NXT Takeover he dressed like Star-Lord, but this time he was dressed as either Captain America or Thor or a mix. And Candice LeRae before the match gave him the crutch and said kick his ass, meaning Tommaso Ciampa. There's so many spots. They had handcuffs, they had trash cans, they had chairs, and then Tommaso Ciampa tore up the ring mat and exposed the wood that was underneath the mat, and then also Tommaso Ciampa at one point took Johnny Gargano's wedding ring and spit on it and threw it into the crowd.
That was disgusting.
And then he took Johnny Wrestling, but then Johnny Wrestling reversed it and jumped off like these stacked barricade things and jumped off through 2 tables, wrecking Tommaso Ciampa. Through this whole time, Tommaso Ciampa was... No, he didn't get handcuffed until after, but he was handcuffed. He tapped twice, but the ref was knocked down. And Johnny Wrestling was about to do that spare he does onto the hardwood, the exposed wood, but Tommaso Ciampa got him into a DDT in the 1, 2, 3. Tommaso Ciampa won, and now I'm assuming maybe they'll have a third match, a rubber match, because Johnny won the first one, and then Tommaso Ciampa won this one. All in all, NXT Takeover was a great match. I say 5-star every match, or maybe 1 4-star, but either way, NXT never fails to prevail or provide, and it was a great pay-per-view. I can't wait to see what Money in the Bank has tonight. Hopefully it can match NXT. With that said, I don't think I'm missing anything. But with that said, please like, share, and subscribe, guys, if you liked the video. If you are already subscribed to Sweet, you guys are amazing. And remember, guys, it's YouTube.
Stay drama free.
Stay drama free.